Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with another edition of Overrated and Overhated. Earlier this year, I filmed my first Overrated and Overhated video, comparing and contrasting Terrifier 2 and Halloween Ends. Those two movies were released at the same time. They're both slashers, and they were widely discussed. In this video, I'll be doing something similar. This time with M3GAN and the Child's Play remake. These two films share a lot of similarities. For one thing, they are both killer doll slasher films featuring artificially intelligent killer dolls. One of them, though, in my opinion, is overrated, while the other is overhated. If you've already seen my review of M3GAN when it was first released, and you've heard my thoughts about the Child's Play remake on my channel, then you probably know which is which. I did watch M3GAN again, by the way, this time the unrated version. And Child's Play I've seen a few times as well. It's crazy to me how much these two have in common. It almost borders on plagiarism. Sure, that can be said about a lot of movies, but these two really are like fraternal twins. They're not identical, but they'd make a great double feature. Interestingly though, upon its release, and now still, M3GAN is praised. It did really well in theaters, and the sequel has already been greenlit. M3GAN 2.0 is due to be released in 2025. Back in 2019, when the Child's Play remake was released, though, it seemed to receive nothing but criticism. Now, I will say this. Despite all the people who claim to hate it, it's actually the third highest rated Child's Play movie in the entire franchise. And that's only behind the original and Child's Play 2, by the way. Speaking of which, Child's Play 2 is only 0.2 points higher in its rating. My point is, you have to put it in perspective. Again, it's the negative people who whine the loudest. Even still, I think it's fair to say that many people would claim to hate Child's Play. On the other end of the spectrum, people seem to love M3GAN. I mean, that's great. Like I said in my other overrated and overhated video, I'm glad when people love horror movies, even if it's not a horror movie I particularly love. I much rather see people promote films than trash them. It's a good thing to enjoy movies. And that's the difference with these two. People typically promote M3GAN and trash Child's Play. But they really are so much the same. In fact, I'd argue that M3GAN is much, much sillier. People complain about the "this is for Tupac" line in Child's Play, but they don't complain about the dance or any of the songs she sings in M3GAN? Come on, guys. I mean, I've watched it twice now, and it made me cringe both times. That's not to say I don't like the movie. I really do. I enjoyed watching M3GAN. But if people are going to whine about certain lines in Child's Play, why are they not ripping M3GAN apart? That's not what I want. I don't like to see any movie get ripped apart. Except maybe Black Christmas 2019. But that's another story. But my question is, what is it about M3GAN that people love? And what is it about Child's Play that people hate? This is one of those remakes when people say, if it wasn't called Child's Play, it would probably be better. How? Because the title is different? You either like it or you don't. It's like when people say, if Halloween 3 wasn't called Halloween 3, I'd probably like it. So you don't like certain movies because of their titles? Okay. Titles aside, though, people nitpick Child's Play. I don't like the look of the doll. I don't like Mark Hamill's voice. It's not the same as Brad Dourif. No shit. But where are the nitpicks with M3GAN? Every movie has flaws, guys. Every movie. Movies I love, movies you love, movies considered classics. They all have flaws. Why are some more harshly judged than others? Is it because Child's Play is part of the Child's Play franchise? Although my buddy Brad would suggest otherwise. What if Child's Play was just called Buddy? Or, better yet, Chucky. Would people like it then? Then you'd have M3GAN and Chucky. Now that's a double feature. Let's look at the similarities between the two. Both movies feature a killer doll with artificial intelligence. Check. Both feature a single parent or guardian with one child. Check. Both movies follow the storyline of the killer doll protecting said child. Check. Both M3GAN and Chucky can control other technological items. Both dolls sing. M3GAN is a girl doll paired with a girl. Chucky is a boy doll paired with a boy. Both films feature things that appear to be accidents. In both movies, the dolls kill pets. There is comedy in both films, with M3GAN being sillier. Both of these even feature somewhat cheesy commercials promoting the toys, although the M3GAN commercials are definitely cheesier. There is a toy launch in the third act of each of the films. And there are other similarities too, which I won't discuss because I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen M3GAN or even Child's Play. I'll say it again. I do enjoy both of these movies. It's not like I like one and not the other. That's not the case at all. I just find M3GAN to be overrated and Child's Play to be overhated. While I did have fun watching M3GAN both times I've watched it, I much prefer Child's Play. In my opinion, Child's Play has better kills. I know M3GAN was originally rated PG-13 for its theatrical release, but even the unrated cut isn't that much different. There's a bit more gore, but you probably wouldn't even notice it if you've watched the two versions far apart, like I did. Meanwhile, the Child's Play remake has some really cool kills. Not to mention, it actually opens with one, whereas it takes about 35 minutes for the first victim to die in M3GAN. And I'm not even sure if that one counts. The second kill happens about 20 minutes later, and I'm not so sure that one counts either. If you've seen M3GAN, you probably know what I mean by that. I think my biggest issue with M3GAN, though, is the characters. There's no one really likable for me, with the exception of M3GAN herself. That can sometimes be a problem in slasher films, when the killer is your favorite character. Or not just your favorite character, but the only character you actually like. There's just nothing at stake. You root for M3GAN. At least Child's Play, for the most part, has likable characters. And that damn dance M3GAN does. Ugh, it's like a TikTok video. I'll take that Tupac line in Child's Play over the M3GAN dance any day. Finally, despite loving a certain aspect about the M3GAN climax, I definitely prefer the climax to Child's Play. It's more horrific, more exciting and intense, and overall, more entertaining. You wouldn't think so from the way people talk about these two, though. Go figure. Listen, one last time. I do like both of these. I really do. This isn't meant to deter anyone from seeing M3GAN if you haven't already. I think you should see it. At the end of the day, it's still a killer doll slasher film, and it's a lot of fun. I guess I just wish I could say that both of these movies are overrated, instead of Child's Play being overhated. It seems odd that one would love M3GAN, yet hate Child's Play, when they are, in fact, so similar. What are your thoughts on M3GAN and the Child's Play remake? Do you think either of them is overrated or overhated? Which of the two do you prefer, and why? Comment below and let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.